Let's take you now to Pretoria, where graduation ceremonies that were set to take place at the University of South Africa today have been postponed up until further notice. It's due to protests by members of NEHAWU over salary adjustments. Staff members claim the university management has pulled out of a salary agreement entered into with workers in September of last year. For more on this, I'm joined by our reporter, Mnisi. Linda, very good morning to you. I know that you've been interacting with staff members and some students hoping to get clarity, but more than anything, the students who were hoping to graduate must be very disappointed.
Indeed, in fact, right at the entrance of this particular university, there's an interesting scene. Just as you are about to enter the gates of UNISA, what you see there is a big banner. And, you know, the people that are participating there are some students who are graduating, taking pictures, professional pictures, behind a banner written UNISA, behind the UNISA banner, in fact, taking graduation pictures. And it tells you a story, really, about what was also meant to take place at this particular university at around 10 o'clock. You'll remember that there was a graduation ceremony set to take place at 10 o'clock and then subsequently later today at around 6 p.m. But those have had to be postponed due to the one that was disrupted yesterday. But right now we're inside the building of the university. In fact, we are at the ZK Matthews Great Hall. This is where everything unfolded yesterday, where that graduation ceremony was disrupted. We understand that at this particular moment, there is a meeting that is currently underway with NEHAWU members. A short while ago, all of them were just, packed outside here. And I'm just going to grab quickly a member of NEHAWU just to give us some sense of what, the conversation is right now, the discussions that are ongoing. We understand that you've been locked in conversations and discussions with the university since last night, since that disruption.
No, thank you very much. We indeed are having discussions. We had a meeting yesterday in the afternoon. We also had a meeting today in the morning. But from our own understanding, knowing the management that we are dealing with in the university, we are not so confident. But we continue to push because we have also called for the intervention of council on this issue, just to ensure that we resolve the impasse and members receive what belongs to them.
Let's talk about what is in contention here, the issue around the increase. We understand that last year, September, of course, the academic staff received their increment. But in January this year, you entered into another agreement, and the support staff was meant to be back paid from September. So talk to us about that.
Yes, in September, our colleagues from the academic side of the institution did receive a salary adjustment. I would be careful with the wording. Well, it's an increase, but we call it a salary adjustment because they just adjusted their salaries. As well as our colleagues from support and administrative staff who are on post-grade 5 and post-grade 6, they also received a similar dispensation. Now, we then said as the union, we also want to see the same dispensation being carried out for our colleagues from post-grade 7 to post-grade 16, because it has never happened in the institution that one side of the institution receives an increase and the other is left out. And then later on, what then transpired was that on the 16th of January, out of a protest or out of a picket, then we had a meeting with the employer. A collective agreement was signed. Now the employer has reneged from that collective agreement, and our members are obviously angry. Our members are frustrated, but we believe that we should be able to find a solution to the problem. And what we have agreed upon as the union is that we are not going to service any student. The university services are going to be shut down until such time that the issue has been resolved.
How is it that the union allowed the university to adjust salaries in September for other staff members and did not do so for the support staff? How did you as a union allow that to happen?
That's a very interesting question because as the union, we did not know about these salary adjustments. the employer took a unilateral decision, which everyone would know that issues of mutual interest are issues that are discussed with organized labor in the bargaining forum. But in this instance, the matter never came to the bargaining forum. The employer took a decision unilaterally to adjust the salaries. We don't even know what informed, what is the thinking behind those adjustments. Even themselves, they will never give you an investigative report or a benchmark report to say, out of a benchmark process, we came to this conclusion, and therefore we have adjusted the salaries of academics. We've also adjusted the salaries of professional staff from post-grade 5 to post-grade 6.
It sounds to me like you're even questioning that salary increase in terms of the benchmark and what was used. So why then are you asking for the university to increase the salaries of the rest of the staff when there's still big questions around the first adjustment, which you say as a union you did not approve?
We have left that discussion between the employer, between management, and the university council. Our view is that from September up to this point, our own members from post-grade 7 to post-grade 16 have not received that money, which is unfair. So we would want to ensure that our members also receive a similar dispensation, just to ensure that there is fairness and there is justice in the system of the university. There are other governance processes that were not followed. Those issues, we leave them to those who have the responsibility of dealing with the fiduciary duties in council.
And now graduations are at stake. Academic activities obviously are also at stake here. You're saying that you will take to the streets, and from what we're hearing from you, it seems like the discussions and the negotiations aren't going well. What is to happen next?
What is to happen next is that we are going to continue with our picket or industrial action until such time our demands are met. We don't have any other mandate besides that, and NEHAWU is a mandate-driven organization. We're having a meeting now with our members with a view that if the mandate changes, we will then communicate the mandate. But as things stand now, we are going to picket until our demands are met. And all services in the institution from Pretoria to Paro in Cape Town are shut, and they will continue to be shut until there's a resolution to the crisis.
All right, there you have it, Mpho. Thank you so much for your time. The representative there from Union NEHAWU talking to us there about the current discussions between the university as well as the union, saying that at this particular point the mandate is that they need to get what the workers are demanding, failing which, of course, there will be no academic activity, which still means that those graduations that you asked me about earlier on are still on hold, and there is no sign that anything could change at the moment. But of course, like you said, when there is a development, that development will come forth, and now, of course, we will let you know.
Absolutely. We leave it there for now. Newzroom Afrika's Mnisi giving us the very latest on the UNISA situation there.